Hey guys, I am Amir Saudat and this is Channel FM. Every week, we have got a brand new awesome story podcast for you. So sit back, hit play, and let's dive in together. Welcome back to Shadows of New York, the crime drama podcast novel where the rain is currency and bullets ride straight lines. I'm glad you're here tonight. Take your seat in the storm. Chapter 7 begins now. Crossfire. Crossfire, the arrest that wasn't. Elias Voss sat in interrogation under fluorescent light, wrists cuffed, ledger photos spread on the table. Michael leaned in. You signed it. Box 17 ties you. Voss smirked. I sign art, not crime. Jessica, watching from the glass, whispered to herself, is rehearsed. A uniform entered with a file. Michael scanned it. Bail posted. A law firm name he didn't recognize, but it smelled like Umbra. Voss smiled wider. Straight lines. Detective. I'm already out. The city holds its breath. On Roosevelt Avenue, Jessica walked with Michael through neon-lit puddles. We had him, she said. No, Michael corrected. We had his mask. The Rook doesn't use pawns who can't be replaced. Jessica's recorder felt heavy in her pocket. So, what do we publish? The Umbra Lunder's Reign? Michael looked at the sky. Not yet. Wait until thunder. The storm answered with silence. Silence that wasn't empty. Expectant. Daniel's ultimatum. Back in his office, Daniel Morse found a rook-shaped shadow on his desk where sunlight should have been. An envelope waited. Inside, a photo of Jessica standing outside Pier 47. Unaware, her pen circled in red ink. On the back, your silence buys her silence. Speak, and she falls. Daniel poured whiskey, but his hand shook. He saw the photo blur. He wasn't sure if the blur came from the drink or his eyes. Tommy's parole of fear. Tommy Rivera sat in a precinct cell. Hoodie damp, bandaged eyebrow itching. Michael stopped outside the bars. You're safer here, Michael said. Tommy laughed bitterly. You don't put pawns in cages. You leave them on the board. Michael unlocked the cell. Then, help me play. Tommy stepped out like a man walking onto a chessboard he couldn't see. Crossfire at Union Square. Saturday night, Union Square. Rain glinting off market stalls. Couples running for cover. Jessica followed a tip. Rook couriers moving through the crowd. She spotted them. Umbrellas folded. Black cases clutched. Michael arrived on the opposite side. eyes narrowing. Then it happened. A detonation cracked. Not an explosion, but the violent burst of a case split open. Gold leaf, saffron dust, and hundreds of black paper crowns rained over the crowd. Panic bloomed in curves. The couriers drew weapons. Crossfire tore through neon. Michael shouted, "Down!" Jessica hit the ground. Recorder rolling. Heart louder than bullets. The Rook appears. Through the chaos, the Rook appeared on the steps of the subway entrance. Black coat, Rook pin drinking light. The voice cut through gunfire. Straight lines or death? Choose. People screamed, ran. The couriers moved in sync, covering exits, herding the panics. Jessica locked eyes with the Rook for a heartbeat. She saw curiosity there, as if she were a piece that didn't belong on the board. Daniel breaks rank. Daniel arrived late, breathless. Having followed the text trail, Umbra fed him. He saw the Rook, saw Jessica in the dirt, saw Michael firing from cover, and for the first time, he shouted without whiskey in his throat, "Stop!" The Rook turned. Silence hit the skewer for 1 second too long. "You still wear our crown," the Rook said. Daniel held up his hand. "Empty. I burned it." A shot cracked. Not the Rook's, not Michael's. One of the couriers. Daniel fell sideways, shoulder catching the bullet. Blood spread, saffron dust sticking to it until it looked like gold leaf. Tommy's curve. Tommy ducked into the chaos, saw Daniel down, saw Jessica frozen, saw Michael outnumbered. He did what he always did, a curve and a straight line. He grabbed a fallen courier's umbrella and snapped it open. The Rook insignia flashed. For a moment, the other couriers hesitated, confused. Tommy shouted, voice raw, lines broken. The pose was enough. Michael tackled the nearest gunman. Jessica pulled Daniel behind cover. The Rook watched with a stillness that felt like judgment. Crossfire ends. Sirens screamed. Real ones this time. New York Police Department units flooded the square. Lights throwing blue scars across the rain. Couriers melted into alleys, their umbrellas folding into anonymity. The Rook didn't run. The Rook simply stepped backward into the subway darkness and was gone. On the ground, paper crowns dissolved into wet pulp. The city looked like it had tried to celebrate something and failed. Aftermath. Paramedics lifted Daniel, who fought the gurney. Don't let them spin this. He gasped. Jessica pressed his hand. Then tell the truth. Michael stood nearby, wet, bloody, furious. He looked at Tommy, umbrella still in hand. "You want to live?" Michael asked him. Tommy nodded. "Then stop being a pawn," Michael said. Jessica clicked off her recorder. For the first time, she didn't know whether to write or to fight. The city exhaled. Rain thinned. Straight lines blurred. This was Chapter 7, Crossfire of Shadows of New York. If this storm hit you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We release one episode every week. Chapter 8 is coming soon, and the Crossfire isn't finished. Until then, stay in the dark.